Welcome back to All Revved Up Motorcycles. Today we're doing something very different, something futuristic, something electric. Yes, we're taking out the Ultraviolette F77 Recon, the fastest electric motorcycle in India, for its first ride review. This is episode 1 of 2, so stay tuned because this series is going to be packed with fun, facts and full-on electric adrenaline. Now, before we get too deep into the ride, let's rewind. Ultraviolette Automotive was founded back in 2015 in Bangalore, India, with one mission: to build an electric motorcycle. It wasn't just efficient, but also exciting. Forget mopeds or scooters, this is about pushing the boundaries of speed, technology and design. And what we've got here today, the Ultraviolette F77 Recon, is their flagship. Think of it as the Tesla of motorcycles, but made for proper riders like us. Okay, let's get on to first impressions and a few tech specs. The sharp fairings, the aggressive stance, it screams fighter jet on two wheels. In fact, Ultraviolette says the F77 was inspired by aviation design. Which makes sense, because if Iron Man had a bike, it would probably look like this, except instead of missiles, it's packing batteries. So let's talk about some of the key features. So we've got a motor at 30.2 kilowatt, which is 40.5 brake horsepower, and that's with a permanent AC motor. Torque 100 Newton meters with instant torque and with no lag at all. Top speed about 147 kilometers per hour, which is about 94 mph. Acceleration 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. Battery 10.3 kilowatt lithium ion pack with a range up to 307 kilometers in ideal conditions. Charging with a fast charger that the bike comes with is around about 2.5 hours from 0 to 100%, or 1.5 hours to 80%. Weight runs in at 207 kilos but is well balanced. Brakes, dual channel ABS with 320mm front disc and 230mm rear disc. With some ride modes as well, you have 3 of these, which is glide, combat and ballistic. And yes, it even has a mode called ballistic, because nothing says green energy like being launched like a rocket. And yes, believe it or not, you can ride this on a normal CBT with L plates at 17 years of age. Pulling away on the Ultraviolette F77 Recon, first thing you notice, the silence. No vibration, no engine noise, just a smooth whoosh. It's like riding a superbike crossed with a spaceship. And the best part, the traffic lights, nobody hears you come in, which is great. Until you realise pedestrians also don't hear you come in. Stealth mode engaged. Performance feelings. City riding, smooth instant throttle response. Almost too easy in traffic. Acceleration test. Whack open the throttle and boom. It's like being strapped to a giant elastic band. Handling. Despite being over 200 kilos, it feels planted, especially with that low centre of gravity from the battery pack. Brakes. Confident bite. ABS works seamlessly. Suspension. Front upside down forks and rear monoshock give you sporty handling without being punishing. This isn't just about speed. What Ultraviolette has done here is make an electric motorcycle that genuinely feels premium, balanced and built for riders. This isn't just an EV experiment, it's a proper machine. And again, these models are available at All Revved Up Motorcycles in Swansea, from stock. Let's talk about what everyone wants to know, which is battery and range. With that massive 10.3 kilowatt hour battery, Ultraviolette claims up to 307 kilometers on a single charge. Now that's in ideal conditions. Real world expects somewhere between 220 to 250 kilometers, depending on how heavy your right wrist is. And trust me, in ballistic mode, you'll want to twist that wrist a lot. So here's some of the smart features: Bluetooth connectivity and mobile app, geofencing and ride analytics, over-the-air updates, regenerative braking, and fully digital TFT display. This bike gives you more data than a Formula 1 pit wall. I'm just waiting for it to tell me how many samosas I've burnt off during a ride. So after my first proper ride, here's what I think. The Ultraviolette F77 Recon is not just an electric motorcycle. It's a statement. It's fast. It's futuristic. And it's showing the world that India can build a machine that goes toe to toe with the best. And the best part, you will never again have to explain to your neighbours why you woke them up at 6 AM with your cold start exhaust crackle unless of course your neighbours really like exhaust crackle, in which case maybe invite them for a ride. So that's it for episode 1 of our Ultraviolette F77 Recon first ride review. In episode 2 we'll be putting this bike through its paces even more. Longer rides, fast charging tests, and the real question, can it replace a petrol powered motorcycle in everyday life? So make sure to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. Drop a comment below as well. Would you go electric for your next bike? Or do you think petrol still rules? This is All Revved Up Motorcycles, and I'll see you in episode 2.